the island that moved, and the king who remembered welcome. Adventurers, today we return to the sea, to the world of Sinbad, the sailor, a man whose heart beats for storms, distant lands, and the thrill of the unknown. After 2 dangerous voyages filled with monsters and miracles, treasures and traps, one would think Sinbad would rest, live peacefully in Baghdad, but no. For Sinbad, peace is the enemy of the soul. He longed for waves, for foreign tongues, for that magical moment when a sail catches the wind and carries him into mystery. This is the story of his 3rd voyage, his strangest, yet a tale of a sleeping island, a mighty whale, a foreign king, and a return from the dead, the call to adventure. One morning, Sinbad sat in his luxurious home in Baghdad. Musicians played, servants brought him fruits and wine, and gold decorated every corner. But his eyes, his eyes were elsewhere, he whispered to himself. Treasure is sweet, but adventure is sweeter. He gathered his wealth, purchased rare goods, silk, spices, precious stones, and joined a caravan of merchants aboard a great ship. Days at sea. The ship sailed smoothly for days. Sinbad entertained the crew with stories of giant birds and treasure islands. They passed jungles, echoing with strange howls, and narrow passages guarded by sharp cliffs, until, one dawn, they spotted a beautiful island on the horizon. Lush, green, peaceful, birds sang, flowers bloomed, and the air smelled of honey and cinnamon. Everyone cheered. "We'll rest here," the captain announced. The island that wasn't. They landed and spread across the land. Some collected firewood, others began to cook. Sinbad lay on the grass, writing in his journal. But suddenly, the earth moved. First a tremor, then a rumble, then chaos. The ground heaved. Trees shook violently. The sea foamed. One sailor screamed, "This isn't land, it's a whale." The fires they lit had woken the sleeping beast. It groaned, rolled, and with a thunderous splash plunged into the ocean. The ship was torn apart. Men screamed, grabbed barrels, wood, anything. Alone on the sea, Sinbad clung to a wooden plank. Rain lashed his face. Waves lifted him like a leaf and smashed him down again. He floated for a full day and a full night, cold and hungry, until the sea tossed him, barely conscious, onto a distant shore, a strange island. Sinbad awoke under the shade of foreign trees. He opened his eyes to see men in colorful robes, with curved swords and strange speech. They approached with caution, but seeing he was weak and alone, they offered him food and shelter. They took him to the king of their island, a tall man with silver hair, wise eyes, and a voice like calm thunder. The king's offer. With the help of translators, the king listened to Sinbad's tale. He was impressed by the sailor's courage and intelligence. "You know the ways of the sea," the king said. "Then you shall be my harbor master." And just like that, Sinbad had a new life. He learned their language, managed their ports, and became respected by all. A shocking reunion. One morning, a new ship arrived. As Sinbad walked the docks, his heart nearly stopped. He knew this ship. Every plank and sail. It was the same vessel he had boarded months ago. He rushed aboard and met the captain. "Who are you?" the captain asked. "I am Sinbad the sailor, the one who sailed with you and was lost to the sea." The captain's face turned white. "We thought you were dead. We even divided your goods among the crew." But seeing Sinbad alive, they bowed their heads in shame and returned everything that had belonged to him, and more. The return to Baghdad. Sinbad sailed home with joy in his heart and treasure in his hold. He was welcomed with feasts, music, and tears of happiness. He gave gold to the poor and told his story to all who would listen. And then he said, "This will be my last voyage. I've had enough of danger." But that night, under the stars, he looked at the horizon and whispered, "But what if the fourth voyage is even greater?" And so ends the third voyage of Sinbad, the sailor, a tale of the ocean's fury, of miracles and second chances. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment about your favorite moment, and subscribe to join us for the fourth voyage, the greatest one yet. Until next time, brave hearts, keep your eyes on the horizon.